Chat, I am finally live now, chat. By the way, let me clarify a certain point. Like, not certain point, but to be honest, I am going to delete all my live stream. Yeah, because it's so embarrassing to watch myself, and I don't like it. And by the way, I just wanted to record my journey, and I don't have currently hard disk or yeah, so that's why I am planning to, because in YouTube there is no need a space something like that. So that's why I'm planning to live stream, and after my IELTS exam is over, I'm going to all my live stream are going to be all private, or maybe I should delete. I don't know, but this is a disclaimer. I know nobody is going to watch me. I know that, by the way. By the way, please, and if you are watching me, go, because I just can't, bro. By the way, I by the way, after all the live stream, uh, my plan is to make a YouTube video on like how am I clear IELTS. So I think maybe in future you should watch that video. Yeah, but now I'm just trying to like find random sites, say that see there's work on me or not, like trying to find that how to crack IELTS. By the way, and I'm planning to take IELTS in next 10 days, maybe in next 10 days. Let's see, I hope. By the way, in future, just just focus on cello. So by the way, this is a game, part 1 and part 2. So by the way, in last stream we are like test 4, and I will give you scanner so that you can scan and you can practice with me, guys. Here is the scanner, guys. Here is the scanner. Yeah, see if you guys can see or not. Scan this QR code and practice with me. I am giving you this material for free, guys. For free for you guys. Now test 4, and I'm planning to do section test 4 section number 2. We are only doing section number 2 only until I got perfect score. I'm going to do it. Okay, that's my goal. After I can after I will after I will score perfect on in section 2, then we move to the section number 3, then 4. Okay, by the way, my goal is my today stream goal is to finish listening whole module, because after that there are reading, writing and speaking, and those are the tough one. Wow. Now, by the way, those of you are new here, I will give you scanner, so go scan and practice with me. Let's practice with me. By the way, if you are regular viewer, no man, viewer, There is something wrong with me. Such a simple word. View here. By the way, you are my regular viewers. See guys, I have this skill, and if I able to make a, and if I my English isn't declaration. If I able to manage a 7.5 or plus band in IELTS, then guys, if I can do this, why not you guys? But if I know I can, because this time I'm faking my skill or not. By the way, I have my ice americano. Now let's get back to the study. By the way, I should provide you scanner na. अरे वैसे भी कोई देखने नहीं वाला, स्कैनर प्रोवाइड करके भी क्या करूँगा मैं. ये साला कॉपीराइट ट्रैक मार देता है गूगल बाबा. एक फ़ोन खोलो, डिस्ट्रैक्शन भाई. Scan the QR and let's get started guys. Let's get started. Stage number 4, section number 2. Now I'm about to play a recording section number 2. Okay, let's get focused guys. Let's get back onto the topic.
Recording 52. You will hear a project manager talking to voluntary workers about the tasks that need to be done. First, you have some time to look at questions 11 to 14.
11 to 14. By the way, 11 to 14 are MCQs. So go. By the way, those of you new here, I already provide you scanner. So go back in like around 10 or 15 minutes and scan the QR code and practice with me. By the way, nobody is going to watch me, so fuck you. Fuck me also.
Good morning. It's great to see so many people here. Thank you all very much for coming. Well, as you know, the community gardens at Hadley...
Recording 52. You will hear a project manager talking to voluntary workers about the tasks that need to be done. First, you have some time to look at questions 11 to 14.
11 to 14. A will A be responsible for which two tasks will the volunteer in group A?
Good morning. It's great to see so many people here. Thank you all very much for coming. Well, as you know, the community gardens at Hadley Park are really not looking as good as they should. Quite bad, really. And although the local council has a budget to deal with some of the problems, we do need volunteers for other tasks. If you don't mind, I'm going to divide you into two groups. So everyone on this side of the room is Group A, and the rest of you are Group B. So, Group A, there are a couple of things we'd like you to help with. First of all, don't worry about any litter or empty bottles you see lying about. One of the local schools has offered to help out with that as part of their own environmental project. The priority for you will be to give us a hand with the new wooden fencing. It needs constructing along parts of the bicycle track, as there are parts which have now fallen down or broken, as I'm sure you've seen. You've probably also noticed that some of the pathways that come from the bicycle track are quite narrow, and there are plans to make them wider, The council will be dealing with that later in the year. And they've also promised to produce some informational signs about the plants in the gardens. Hopefully, they'll be up in a few weeks' time. The other thing we're doing is getting rid of some of the foreign species that are growing in the gardens and putting back some native plants and trees. So you'll be doing some digging for us and getting those into the ground. So, Group A, there's some items you'll need to bring along with you. I was going to say raincoats, but the forecast has changed, so you can leave those at home. I'd definitely recommend a strong pair of boots. Waterproof would be best. It's quite muddy at the moment, and your own gloves would also be advisable. Tools will be available, spades and hammers, that kind of thing. You just need to make sure they go back in the trucks. And, there's no need to worry about food and drink, as we'll be supplying sandwiches and coffee, possibly some biscuits even.
Before you hear the rest of the conversation,
before you
have
hear
some
the
time to look at the questions 15 to 20.
The 15 to 20. 15 to 20. There are so much. Let's look at fairly our community gardens project. क्या हो रहा है इसमें भाई, कुछ पता नहीं चल रहा भाई.
Now listen and answer questions 15 to 20.
Okay. Group
Very listen, guys.
B,
Listen
your
carefully.
turn.
Very listen.
Does everyone have a copy of the plan? Oh, great. Okay. We'll all be meeting in the car park. That's on the bottom of the plan. See? Now, if you've been assigned to the vegetable beds, to get there, you go out of the car park and go up the footpath until you reach the circle of trees. There they are, in the middle of the plan. And you see that the footpath goes all the way around them. Well, on the left-hand side of that circular footpath, there's a short track which takes you directly to the vegetable beds. You can see a bamboo fence marked just above them. All right? Okay, if you're helping out with the beehives, pay attention. Look again at the circle of trees in the middle of the plan and the footpath that goes around them. On the right side of that circle, you can see that the footpath goes off in an easterly direction, heading towards the right-hand side of the plan. And then the path splits into two, and you can either go up or down. You want the path that heads down. And at the end of this, you see two areas divided by a bamboo fence. And as we're looking at the plan, the beehives are on the right of the fence. The smaller section, I mean. Now, don't worry, all the bees have been removed. You just need to transport the hives back to the car park. Okay, for the
I didn't get
seating,
this.
look at the circular footpath. At the top of it, there's a path that goes from there and takes you up to the seating area, alongside the bicycle track, and with a good view of the island, I suppose. Okay, if you're volunteering for the adventure playground area, let's start from the car park again and go up the footpath, but then you want the first left turn. Go up there, and then you see there's a short path that goes off to the right. Go down there, and that's the adventure playground area, above the bamboo fence. That fence does need repairing, I'm afraid. Right. What else? Oh, yes. footpath in the middle. Find the track that goes east, towards the right-hand side of the plan. And where that track divides, you need
where east? What is this?
that goes up towards the bicycle track. The sand area is just above the bamboo fence there. And finally, the pond area. So, it's on the left-hand side of your plan, towards the top, just above the fruit bushes and to the left of the little path. Okay, as I said already, hopefully we'll...
I think I have a feeling that in this time my score will be 1 out of 10. Now let's check answers. I am sure my score will be 1 out of 10. Mark my words. Because I am so dumb. What the hell? Where is my pen? B, BC. 4. I got back to back 4 correct. GIBEC. झुक के रहना पड़ेगा मेरे सामने बेटा, झुक के रहना पड़ेगा, ठीक है? 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Although I didn't understand. Ten out of 10. I'm surprised. 10 out of 10. Out of 10, guys. 10 out of 10. Now I think we should move to the next section. But still, I have a kida that I should do one more. And now I am about to do test number 5, section number 2. And to be honest, if I score 10 out of 10 in this test, then I consider myself as a god. I declare myself as a god. Let's see, guys. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now let's play the recording. Oh, recording. Test number 5, section number 2. Let's hear recording.
Recording 56.
You will hear a tourist information officer explaining local walks to visitors. First, you have some time to look at questions 11 to 15.
North, south, west, then east. Yeah. This mountain road. Gonna take my horse to Georgetown Road. I'm gonna ride till I can no more.
Welcome to everyone here. I hope you enjoy your stay in our village and enjoy the local scenery. I'll tell you a bit about the forest and mountain tracks in a minute. But first, I'll just give you an idea of where everything is in the village.
Yeah, everything is
So, we're here in the Tourist Information Center, and when you come out of the center, you're on Willow Lane, just opposite the pond. If you want to get to the supermarket for your supplies of food and water, go right. That's the quickest way. And then turn right at the top of Willow Lane. And it's the second building you come to, opposite the old railway station. If you're planning on doing some serious climbing and you need some equipment, we do have an excellent climbing supply store just 5 minutes walk away. Turn left once you're outside the Tourist Information Center. Take Willow Lane all the way up to Pine Street. You want to go left along here. Then keep walking and go up Mountain Road on your right until you come to the next turning on the left. Head down there and you'll come to the climbing supplies store. If you get to the small building that sells ski passes, you'll know you've gone too far. You also need to head to Pine Street for the museum. It's small, but well worth a visit if you're interested in the history of the village and the old gold mining industry. So, when you reach Pine Street from here, you'll see the old railway line on the other side of the road. Turn left into Pine Street and keep going until you come to Mountain Road. And just past here, the museum will be on your left, just behind the railway line. Don't worry about crossing over the tracks. The train stopped running through here in 1985. If you're planning on following one of the easier forest walks, you might like to hire a bicycle. To get to the hire shop, again, you need to head to Pine Street. On the left-hand side of Pine Street, you'll see the town hall. Go down the little road that you come to just before it, and you'll find the bike hire shop just behind the hall. They have a good range of bikes, so I'm sure you'll find something that suits your needs. Last but not least, if you're hungry after a long day's trek, I can recommend our local cafe. Again, when you leave the Tourist Information Center, turn right and follow Willow Lane until it joins Pine Street. And right opposite, on the far side of the railway tracks, is the cafe.
Before you hear the rest of the conversation, you will have some time to look at the questions 16 to 20.
Right, you go right and right opposite of the railway track. Yeah, done. FF 16 to 20.
Now listen and answer questions 16 to 20.
Okay, let me tell you a little bit about the different tracks we have here. All of them start at the end of Mountain Road, and you'll find a parking lot there where you can leave your vehicles. Let's start with North Point Track.
North Point, yeah.
It's a gentle route through lowland forest, good for biking and probably the one for you if you have small children. There's a wooden hut where you can stay at the end of the track, but be aware that it's really just an overnight shelter, and you'll need to take your own sleeping bags and cooking equipment. Another option is the Silver River Track. As the name suggests, you'd be following the river for most of the way, and you get to see some of our beautiful native birds. But the track also goes through a densely forested area. Unfortunately, the signposting isn't very good in places, and you do need good map reading skills to avoid becoming disoriented, which happens to visitors a little too frequently, I'm afraid. Valley Crossing will take you through some stunning scenery, but there are several points along the way where you'll need the level of fitness required to get over some pretty big rocks. Stonebridge is one of the shorter tracks, but very steep as it takes you up to the waterfall, and you do need to be in good condition to manage it. Lastly, the Henderson Ridge track will take you all the way to the summit of the mountain. Do bear in mind, though, that at this time of year the weather is very changeable, and if the cloud suddenly descends, it's it's all too easy to wander off the track. It's best to check with us for a weather report on the morning you think you want to go. On the way to the summit, there's a hotel which provides comfortable rooms and quality meals, so it's worth climbing all the...
Now let's check my scores, guys.
That is the end of section 2.
By the way, the thing is with me, like जब मेरे को लगता है कि 10 आउट ऑफ 10 आएगा, देखो अभी मेरे को लगता है कि 10 आउट ऑफ 10 आएगा, तो भी नहीं आएगा. जब मेरे को लगता है भाई फेल हो जाऊंगा भाई, तभी मैं टॉप मार देता हूँ भाई. देखना, ठीक है, इस बार उल्टा ना पड़ जाए, ठीक है. सेक्शन नंबर 2, टेस्ट नंबर 5 ना, टेस्ट नंबर 5 सेक्शन नंबर 2, टेस्ट नंबर 5 सेक्शन नंबर 2. लेट्स गो बेबी, लेट्स गो. G right, D right, wrong. I told you guys, I told you. E right, F wrong. B A C C A, 8 out of 10. I told you. I have zero map skills, guys. F, I think answer should be C. Yeah, 15 should be C. Opposite of railway track. You go, like, I heard that, like when you on the Pine Street and go left, and cafe is opposite of railway track. This is across from. Opposite yani C. My bad. So this is C. Ready? Now 13. Museum is H. I have higher doubt here. I doubt regarding this. So where is the museum? I don't remember actually. Where is the museum? Museum is 14E. No. 13A. Museum is A? Like towards the mountain road? I told you guys. जब मेरे को लगता है कि 10 आउट ऑफ 10 आएगा तब नहीं आएगा. जब मेरे को लगता है भाई फेल भाई पक्का 1-2 आएंगे तब 10 आउट ऑफ 10. ये बताओ भाई, ये इसे क्या कहते हैं भाई? What do we call this phenomena in psychology? By the way, sometimes I don't know why, but I stuck at words. Like I could not able to pronounce proper words. Like viewers, see, this is, I don't know why, but, and by the way, I can pronounce proper words, but my brain be like, no, this time मैं तो तेरे चूक के रहूंगा, ठीक है भाई, तू प्रोनाउंस कर जाए भाई, तेरी इज्जत ना उड़े लोगों के सामने, ऐसा मैं पॉसिबल ही नहीं होने दूंगा भाई. पता नहीं भाई, ब्रेन मेरा साथ ही नहीं देता भाई. देखो, ब्रेन को साथ दिलवाना तो एक है तरीका है भाई. भाई फिर 18+ हो जाएगी स्ट्रीम, ठीक है? नहीं भाई, पढ़ लो साले, पढ़ लो. मेरे को पता है कुछ कोई देखने नहीं वाला, वैसे भी मैं प्राइवेट ही करने वाला हूँ, ठीक है? वैसे भी कोई घंटा कुछ देखने नहीं वाला. अरे भाई, जब पुलती से घर वाले जो मेरे पहचानते हैं, घर वाले तो नहीं देखेंगे भाई. किसी ने दोस्त ने देख लिया ना भाई नंगा करके नहीं मारेगा भाई. एआई है भाई, एआई भाई, मैं हूँ ही नहीं भाई. मैं तो यहाँ पे एक्सपेरिमेंट करने आया हूँ कि एआई में कितना पावर है गाइस. By the way guys, I have one free advice for you. I know nobody is going to listen me, still I have free advice for you. This is going to be hard, but if you are in software engineer department, like field, not department but field, anything, then you have guys 5 or 6 years. Save your money guys, and then do something your own. Or if you have a best skills, I'm sure that you have not, because if you have then कौन देखेगा भाई मेरा वीडियो? वैसे भी ठीक है, कोई देखने नहीं वाला भाई, लेकिन सुनो भाई, if you have best skills, then go make AI startups, like something like that. Go make something product or regarding that. Otherwise, if you don't and if you have job, then 5-6 words, just earn money and save money. That's it. Because after that, कहां मरने वाली है सबकी भाई, कहां मरने वाली, सबकी मरेगी भाई, सबकी मरेगी भाई। पता है ये चीज़ ये मेरे को नहीं पसंद है भाई। पूरा क्लास फेल होता है भाई, किसी को कोई दर्द नहीं होता भाई, ऐसा मज़ा आता है, ठीक है भाई, ऐसा मज़ा भाई, साथ में फेल हो गए भाई, और सारा एक बंदा, और जब अपने फेल होते पूरा क्लास पास हो जाता है भाई, तभी यार दुख लगता है भाई। वाई मी गाइस, वाई मी? साले पढ़ ले, पढ़ ले। मेरे को देखने दो, ठीक है भाई, कोई स्ट्रीम देख तो नहीं रहा ना भाई? माँ कसम, गलती ने किसी भी देख लिया भाई, मैं सिंसियर भाई क्षमा करता हूँ, क्षमा। कर्माणि वाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्म फलेतुर्भुः मा ते सदोष कर्मणि। गाइस भाई, पापा ने सुन लिया भाई, पापा बोलेगा ले तेरा कर्म निकाल रहा हूँ। साले मेरे को देखने दो, देखने दो, देखने दो। क्या देखो भाई, क्या देखना था मेरे को? पहले तो ना मेरे को ये ना बंद करने दो, ठीक है? अभी मैं जाऊँगा व्यू योर चैनल, लाइव में खोलूँगा। गाइस कोई नहीं देख रहा, गाइस कोई नहीं देख रहा, शाबाश। चले जाओ गाइस, चले जाओ, देख रहे हो, चले जाओ, मत रहो सालो। अगर बकचोदी सुननी है, पढ़ना बट पढ़ना है मतलब। देखो गाइस, ऐसा है कि मैं अकेला पढ़ नहीं पाता गाइस, मेरे को बकचोदी करने के लिए कोई चाहिए गाइस, ठीक है? ऐसा मतलब सिंसियर क्यों गाइस, ठीक है? अगर मेरे को इन फ्यूचर भाई फुल बकचोदी करना है, मतलब यूट्यूब करूँगा, बकचोदी करूँगा भाई, ठीक है? मतलब लोगों को भी कराऊँगा भाई, लोगों को बोलूँगा लो भाई पैसा कमाओ भाई, तुम भी कमाओ हम भी कमाए भाई, दोनों पैसा कमाए भाई। साले पढ़ ले ये सब, ये सब ना, ये इसकी मोमाया, ये सब कुछ आता कुछ है नहीं भाई। Opposite of
Recording 44. You will hear a guide talking about a sea life center. First, you have some time to look at questions 11 to 17.
Now, बहुत हो गई बकचोदी। Let's move to the topic number, test number. Now we skipped test number 6 and we directly go to the test number 7 because क्या है? By the way, पढ़ा है भाई, पढ़ ले साले। By the way, कॉफ़ी में ना मैंने थोड़ा अल्कोहल डाला है, और मैं हूँ गुजरात से, ड्राई स्टेट है भाई, इसलिए गाइस मेरे को थोड़ा चढ़ गई है। दारू पीना है या गलत बात नहीं है, पढ़ाई करना अच्छी बात है, ठीक है? पढ़ लो सालो, पढ़ लो, मतलब ऐसा नहीं कि पढ़ लो भाई, टू बी ऑनेस्ट भाई, हमारे गुजराती में कहावत है भाई, ભણીને કોઈનો ઉદ્ધાર થયો નહીં, થવાનો નહીં, થશે નહીં, सीखवाથી થવાનું भाई। सीखो भाई, पढ़ो मत, सीखो। पढ़ने से कुछ नहीं होता भाई, हाँ भाई देखो पढ़ना यानी रटना भाई, रटो मत भाई, सीखो भाई, इंटरेस्ट हो तभी सीखो, बाकी ऐसा नहीं बोलना भाई, फिर बोलेंगे कि छोड़ना भाई, समाज को बिगाड़ दिया भाई। मेरे को कुछ बोलना नहीं है इस बाबत में, कुछ नहीं बोलूँगा। अरे यार टेस्ट नंबर 7, लेट्स गो।
Recording 64.
You will hear a guide at an outdoor sculpture park talking to a group of visitors. First, you have some time to look at questions 11 to 16.
11 to 16, yeah.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Anglia Sculpture Park. Right, well the idea behind the sculpture park is that it's a place where works of art such as large sculptures and carvings can be displayed out of doors in a natural setting. As you'll have noticed when you drove here, most of the land around the park is farmland. The park itself belonged to a family called the De Quinces, who had made a lot of money from manufacturing farm machinery and who also owned substantial stretches of forest land to the north of the park. They built a house in the center of the park, not far from where we're standing now, but this burnt down in 1980 and the De Quinces then sold the land. The Anglia Sculpture Park isn't the only one in the country. Several of the London parks sometimes display contemporary sculptures, and there are a couple of other permanent sculpture parks in England. But we're unique in that some of our sculptures were actually created for the sites they occupy here, and we also show sculptures by a wider range of artists than anywhere else in the country. For example, at present we have an exhibition by Joe Tremaine of what he calls burnt sculptures. These are wood and stone sculptures that he's carved and marked with fire to illustrate the ferocity and intensity of the forces that have shaped our planet over millions of years. They look really dramatic in this rural setting. To see some of the sculptures, you'll need to follow the path alongside the lower lake. We had to renovate this after the lake overflowed its banks a couple of months ago and flooded the area. The water level's back to normal now, and you shouldn't have any trouble. The path's very level underfoot. You should be back at the visitor centre at about 4 o'clock. If you have time, it's worth taking a look at the centre itself. It's not possible to go upstairs at present, as builders are working there adding another floor, but the rest's well worth seeing. The architect was Guy King. He was actually born in this part of England, but he recently designed a museum in Canada that won a prize for innovation in public buildings. If you want to get something to eat when you get back, like a snack or a sandwich, the terrace room is currently closed, but you can go to the kiosk and buy something, then sit on one of the chairs overlooking the lower lake and enjoy the view as you're eating.
By the way, I feel that
before you hear the rest of the conversation, you will have some time to look at the questions 17 to 20.
I have a feeling that no, bro.
Now listen and answer questions 17 to 20.
Now, let me just tell you a bit about what you can see in the sculpture park. If you look at your map, you'll see the visitor center, where we are now, at the bottom, just by the entrance. Since we only have an hour, you might not be able to get right around the park, but you can choose to visit some of the highlights. You might like to take a look at the Joe Tremaine sculptures, which are displayed on this side of the upper lake, just behind the education center and near the bridge. They're really impressive, but please remember not to let your children climb on them. One of our most popular exhibitions is the Giorgio Catalucci bird sculptures. They're just across the bridge on the north side of the lower lake. I love the way they're scattered around in the long grass beside the lake, looking as if they're just about to take to their wings. You could also go to the garden gallery. It's on this side of the upper lake. From the visitor center, you go to the education center, then keep on along the path and you'll see it on your right. There's an exhibition of animal carvings there which is well worth a look. We also have the Longhouse. That's quite a walk. From here, you go to the bridge and then turn left on the other side. Soon you'll see a winding pathway going up towards the northern boundary of the park. Go up there and you'll find it at the top. They have some abstract metal sculptures that are well worth seeing if you have time. Okay, well,
now let's check, guys, answer. This time I am feeling that 4 out of 10. Test number 7. B A C B A E wrong F A 8 out of 10. What does speaker say about visitor center? I think B na A. Ah, fuck. 18B. I think it should be C. Yeah. Let's listen audio once again.
Go and flooded the area. The water level's back to normal now, and you shouldn't have any trouble. The path's very level underfoot. You should be back at the visitor center at about 4 o'clock. If you have time, it's worth taking a look at the center itself. It's not possible to go upstairs at present, as builders are working there adding another floor. But the rest's well worth seeing. The architect was Guy King. He was actually born in this part of England, but he recently designed a museum in Canada that won a prize for innovation in public buildings. If you want to get something to eat when you get back, like a snack or a sandwich, the terrace room is currently closed. But you can go to the kiosk and buy something, then sit on one of the chairs overlooking the lower lake and enjoy the view as you're eating.
Before you hear the rest of the conversation, you will have some time to look at the questions 17 to 20.
I feel like that why I am doing this.
Now listen and answer questions 17 to 20.
Now, let me just tell you a bit about what you can see in the sculpture park. If you look at your map, you'll see the visitor centre, where we are now, at the bottom, just by the entrance. Since we only have an hour, you might not be able to get right around the park, but you can choose to visit some of the highlights. You might like to take a look at the Joe Tremaine sculptures, which are displayed on this side of the upper lake, just behind the education centre and near the bridge. They're really impressive, but please remember not to let your children climb on them. One of our most popular exhibitions is the Giorgio Catalucci bird sculptures. They're just across the bridge on the north side of the lower lake. I love the way they're scattered around in the long grass beside the lake, looking as if they're just about to take to their wings. You could also go to the garden gallery. It's on this side of the upper lake.
Get it, guys. I will be back in a minute. Now we move on to the page number 8.
Recording 68. You will hear the head of a centre which offers evening classes for adults. She is explaining some recent changes which have been made to the centre. First, you have some time to look at questions 11 to 15.
Some of you know I'm Elaine Marriott, the head of the college's Learning Resource Centre. We've invited all of you taking evening classes and leisure activities to come and see the changes we've made to the centre in the last month. One major change we've made here on the ground floor is to the layout, as you can see from looking around you. I'm sure you'll recognise the desk. That's still in the same place, as it has to be just inside the door. But you'll see that there are now periodicals on the shelves in the corner behind the desk. We've brought them nearer the entrance because so many people like to come in just to read magazines. We now stock a far wider range of periodicals than we used to, so we've decided to separate them from newspapers. This means the newspapers are now just the other side of the stairs, near the study area. Now, another thing is that we've brought the computers downstairs. People used to complain about having to go upstairs to use them. So, they're now at the far side of the building on the right, in the corner overlooking the car park. We've now got an extra photocopier. So, as well as the one upstairs, there's one down here. You can see it right opposite the entrance, by the wall on the far side. The biggest change, though, and one I'm sure many of you will welcome, is that we now have a cafe at last. We've been asking for one for years. If you turn right, as soon as you get past the desk, you'll see the door ahead of you. It became possible to have a cafe because the building has been extended, and we've now got a new office and storeroom area. What else should I tell you about before we walk round? Oh yes, we've had so many requests for books on sport that we've bought a lot more, and they're all together immediately to the right of the entrance.
Before you hear the rest of the conversation, you will have some time to look at the questions 16 to 20.
New staff responsibilities. One word only, okay? One word only.
Now listen and answer questions 16 to 20.
Okay, that's enough on the new layout. We'll walk around in a moment, but before we do, something about the people who are here to help you. Of course, all the staff will do their best to answer your questions, but now we're each going to specialize in certain areas. So, if you ask a staff member about something and they don't think they can help you enough, they'll direct you to our specialist. Jenny Reed is the person to see if there are any films you'd like us to stock, as she's taken over responsibility for purchasing those. I'd better warn you that our budget is limited, so I'm afraid we can't promise to buy everything you ask for. Phil Penshurst can help you to improve your writing if you need to produce reports for your course. You can book a half-hour session with Phil to start with. Then, if you want more help, he'll arrange follow-up sessions with you. I must mention Tom Salisbury. Many people are interested in doing research or just reading about this region. The people, occupations, changes over the years and so on. Tom is a specialist in this particular field, so if you want any help, he can point you in the right direction. We've got a large collection of relevant documents, from old maps to studies of the wildlife. We have a new member of staff, Saeed Akhtar. I'm sure you'll meet him soon and will find him very helpful. If you're unemployed and want some advice on the practical aspects of looking for a job, Saeed is the person to talk to. He's also written a very useful book on the subject, which of course we've got on our shelves. Many of you will know Shilpa Desai, who's been working here for about 5 years. Shilpa now has the additional responsibility of giving information and advice on anything to do with housing, such as finding out what's available or whether you're eligible for financial help. Right, well, that's quite enough from me. So, let's walk round.
I have a feeling that this time 1 out of 10. By the way, in my mind I will like 1 out of 10, that means 10 out of 10, that means 7 out of 10. Test number 8, test number 8. CBAHG, right? Film report, wildlife, job, housing. 9 out of 10. Sorry, 8 out of 10. Because I write report. Answer is reports. notes wrong 8 out of 10. Region. Man, every time 2 wrong, that means 8. That means 2 2 2 8, yeah, 32 out of 40. My goal is 40 out of 40. Not achieved, not achieved. I think I should take test number 10. It's interesting, test number 10. Test number 10. Then section number 3. Let's go to test number 10. Test number 10, guys. 10.
Now turn to section 2. Section 2. You will hear the overseas student officer talking to some new students about the arrangements for an excursion to Ironbridge. Before you hear the talk, you have some time to look at questions 12 to 16. Now, listen carefully to the first part of the talk and answer questions 12 to 16.
Hello everyone, my name is Pamela Sutcliffe, and most of you already know that I'm the Overseas Student Officer here at Salopian Technical College. Next Tuesday, the 28th of September, we have arranged an excursion for all new students to the important historical town of Ironbridge. We are hoping you'll all come, because not only is the history of Ironbridge very important and interesting, but also an excursion like this is a relaxed and fun way to get to know each other. Ironbridge is about 55 kilometres from here, and we'll be travelling by the college bus, which holds 40 people. If there are more than that, we'll bring a couple of staff cars as well, though I might ask you to indicate on the list if you have a car and would be willing to take a couple of passengers. The list I'm referring to is up there on the student notice board, and if you would like to come on Tuesday, would you please add your name as soon as possible? By the way, could you please print your name clearly? I know some people have wonderful signatures, but often I'm afraid I can't read them, which can cause problems. So if we need extra transport and you could bring your car, can you tick the car column next to your name? Could you also add your student number and your telephone number, just in case there are any last-minute changes and we have to contact you?
The other information I need to give you is about lunch. There's a very nice little restaurant in Ironbridge which gives a 15% discount to the college when we bring groups. That means lunch is only about £4, and they do good vegetarian meals too, so it's usually no problem for those of you on special diets. But if you prefer to eat your own food, that's fine too, either on the bus or in the park. But I'd encourage you to try the restaurant. Now, talking of costs, I should tell you that the bus will only cost you £10, and if you bring your car, we'll pay for the petrol, so you get a free trip in return for driving there. Will you please sign up by Saturday at 6 p.m. at the latest? The list is closed after that. We will depart at 9:30 a.m. sharp on Tuesday morning, so please make sure that you arrive at least 15 minutes before so that you can find a seat and get settled on the bus.
Before the talk continues, you have some time to look at questions 17 to 21. Now, as the talk continues, answer questions 17 to 21.
The college bus garage is behind the engineering workshop. It's quite easy to find. If you come here to the Student Union building, then walk east down the avenue until you get to the childcare centre on your left, and then turn left and walk past the sports centre and the tennis courts, which are both on your left. Cross over Central Square, and opposite you is the engineering workshop. Walk around the back and you'll see the bus. Please wear comfortable shoes, as we'll be walking around Ironbridge and be on our feet for most of the day. Wear a warm jacket, and you might like to bring an umbrella and a backpack to put them in if the weather's warm and sunny, which we hope it will be, but of course we can't guarantee that. Certainly bring your cameras and any snacks or drinks for the bus journey there and back, which should take about an hour and a half each way. You should all check the notice board on Monday, and we'll also put a note in your mailbox to confirm arrangements, so don't forget to check it. Now, why are we visiting Ironbridge? Well, Ironbridge, as the name suggests, has got the original iron bridge. That is, the first ever iron bridge in the world. It was the birthplace of the Industrial Revolution, and for 40 years it led the world, as Britain changed from an agricultural society into an industrial one. It's hard to imagine today that this pretty, sleepy little tourist town was one of the most important places in England for over a century. Just imagine, 200 years ago, people from all over Europe and even North America came to Ironbridge to learn about what was then the latest technology. Today it is listed as a World Heritage Site by the United Nations, as they consider the unique collection of industrial monuments ranked alongside the Grand Canyon, the pyramids, and the Great Barrier Reef. One place that's fun to visit is Blist Hill, which is a reconstruction of a small Victorian industrial town where people are working and living as they did 100 years ago. I hope you'll enjoy the day. It's been a very popular excursion in previous years, so I'm looking forward to going again next Tuesday. Now don't forget to put your name on the list as soon as possible.
That is the end of section 2. You have half a minute to check your answers.
let's go to the. I think I feel like genuinely 2 out of 10. Genuine. This time I'm serious. Because I suck. Paris, taste number 10. CBA, yes. 915, yes. C, yes. Umbrella, yes. Camera, yes. Snack, yes. Mailbox, yes. First INPC, yes. D, oh, 9 out of 10. One wrong. I think C, Grand Canyon, 9 out of 10. Ah, let me check the camera. Cameras, snacks, umbrella, cameras, not cameras. Okay, only camera. That means wrong. Mailbox, wrong. How did I get this wrong? 17C. Nine out of 10. Now, I think I have done enough. Now let's move to the top of part 3, section number 3. મને વિશ્વાસ હતો હું તને મેસેજ લખું કે ઇજ્જતથી ભણવા બેઠું ફોન ના કરતો કામ હોય તો બોલ सी गाइस, कोई देख तो नहीं रहा ना लाइव, ठीक है, कोई देखना नहीं चाहिए भाई. आई डोंट, बाय द वे आई वांट दैट लोग देखे, लेकिन आई डोंट वांट लोग देखे. भाई 1 घंटे से स्ट्रीम कर रहा हूँ भाई. Let's go. Now let's go for the part 3. Part 3. Part 3 guys, part 3. Now let's go to ChatGPT. Now give me scene as the book for part 3. Let's go. Let's go guys. Let's go. So so in part 3 generally discussion between 4 people, that means that more than 2 people are talking. In part 1 like day-to-day normal conversation, only 2 people are talking. In part 2 only one person is talking, like guiding or tourist guide or something like that, maybe information etc, so on so on. But in part 3 it's usually 2 to 4 people, more than 2 people talking, and topic is academic and study related, so you have to like learn academic vocabulary. Discussion between 2 or 4 people, 2 students and university lecturers. Topic example situation, discussing a project for research. More than 2 or 4 people talking, like more than two or two, three, four. Student and tutor planning a course, something like academic related, academic conversations. Student asking a question in a seminar or class, like student asking a sort of question, that sir, I have a doubt that can we solve this example using this method or something like that. It's more complex than part 1 and part 2. Don't focus on this guys, don't focus on this. I think according to me part 1 is the toughest one. Two students discussing a project or research. Student had tutor planning a course. Student ask questions. It's more complex than part 1 because more speaker is with more voice to follow. Yeah, you have to learn the context, like what actually is going on, more abstract on academic topic, opinion, argument and reason and involved. Let's see guys, let's see. Then syllabus, all topic related to education and student life. Assignment or coursework, group discussion, presentation, student techniques, problem in studies, feedback session, planning, research project. Still not highly academic technical, is more about student experience. So like we don't need any vocabulary for this module, so we directly jump into the test, I think. But let's see. Question time parsing, all type of question you can discuss. MCQ and matching are more common. Like in part 2 there are graph is more common. In part 3 but there is no specific that only this type of question is would come in part 3. How to prepare listening for part 3? Practice listening group conversation 2 to 4 people, like more than two or three people talking, like something like podcast. Train your ear to identify who's speaking. By the way, train your ear because everybody has different accent and different sound, different vocal scores. So try to differentiate between those, like who's speaking or not. I don't like British accent, genuinely. By the way, I like it, but don't understand it. I like American. I like Russian. I like a Russian accent. Only accent, not only accent. Train your ears to identify who is speaking. Understand opinion and reasons. Speakers may agree, disagree, or change their mind. Maybe I think no. I think no. Yeah, something like build your vocabulary around education topic like feedback, deadline, assignment, plagiarism, methodology. What is plagiarism? I don't know. Let's see. This act of presenting someone else's work, idea, or word as one own without proper attribution. It's considered serious breach of academic integrity and significant consequences, including failing course application. Falsely present another person's work as your own, deceiving others about your abilities. I think we all do, guys. We all do. To be honest, we all do. Okay. Get. I used to distractors. By the way, for distracted, go to this website. Then. So there is no need to prepare. Deadlines. I mean, this is also common terms we know. Often a speaker mentions 2 or 3 ideas, then choose one. Don't choose the first thing you hear. Yeah. How to excel in math 3. Before audio start, read all questions quickly and underline keywords. Predict whether it's about opinion, advice, or reason. During listening, focus on who says that. Pay close attention. Phrases like I think we should. Well, I used to think that, but now like मैं ऐसा सोचता था लेकिन अभी you are right, but I like you, but as a friend. Okay, but focus on these guys. Actually, my views is different. I like you, but I don't. Be careful with MCQ. Speakers may mention all options A, B, C, but only one is correct. Pies up. Speaker will like nowadays people are very declined towards psychologies, like manipulation, like true crime podcast. But they are fool because I think that we should focus only on true crime podcast. Something like this. The answer is true crime podcast, but option is ABC. Speaker mention all of this, and so if you are newbie, so if you are following this time, but if you are not, because if you are watching my live stream, so thanks to me guys, like my stream. Okay, see, I am brilliant guys. I am not dumb, but you are dumb guys. You are dumb. I am not dumb. I'm more than a dumb. Be careful with MCQ. Somebody saying lame joke. I have a neck problem guys. छोड़ना भाई नेक टेढ़ी तो टेढ़ी. I have a neck problem. I need to fix this. But first focus on. Be careful with MCQ speaker mention. For magic question, don't get confused by similar opinion. Look for strong clues like Mark believed the course was too theoretical. Like there is no practical. Our education is based on theoretical. And I liked how practical session were. Your brain track logic, emotion, decision change, not just fact. Your brain must track logic, emotion, decision change like in this module you should not focus on only on facts. Like taste, in this taste they understand their ability to identify key facts, idea, and how they are related to each other, and your ability to identify speaker attitudes and opinions. Keywords watching part 3. I guess it seems like, in my opinion, you are probably right. He suggests that he mentioned that the biggest challenge was virtual, like also like there is no need to prepare. Nah, there is no need to prepare. Let's directly focus on part 3. Part 3. So here is the part 3. By the way, yeah, and 10 questions long. There is no example. So there is no example, and up to 3 tasks. There is a pause between tasks. Concerned with some aspect of academic life, discussion between two of prepare between two student academic lecture. Yeah. So guys, let's do this. Part 3. मगज का दही हो चुका गाइस. Write no more than 3 words. Novel. Protagonist. It's a novel name. Protagonist, very time period, Aldine, something like that. Mary moves to UK. Mr. Collins thinks he never be able to walk, something like that. ऐसा bro. ना हो पाएगा मेरे से. Let's go focus on. Check out the answer key, guys. I think 4 out of 2, 4 out of something like that. 4 out of 10. Section 3. That's the secret garden. I only read secret garden. And spelling. Saccharate. Spelling mistake. I don't. Yeah, spelling mistake. And the wrong. 20th century right. Walk motivations. Abstract idea. I knew it abstract idea, but I thought only ideas. That means wrong. Roj is right. Darkness right. Environment right. Human companionship right. 1, 2, 3, 7 out of 10. Because of the I thought abstract idea, but the answer also I thought only idea, but answer is abstract ideas. And the first one is secret garden, spelling secret right, secret garden was right, and 28 I right determined. What the hell? Actual answer is health. Thirty two in IELTS listening. 7.5, but my goal is to score 9 out of 9 band. These are the spelling mistakes, guys, that I make. Now list solve the guys, solve. Part 3, guys, part 3. That's all part 3. But before the part 3, maybe I should listen some music. So go guys, listen some music, because if I listen now, then I get copyright strike, and I don't want the copyright strike. I don't, guys. I don't like copyright strike, guys. Nah, I'm listening to some music, scrolling YouTube. let's see what can I find. Which music should I listen, guys? Change. Now I'm going to change my account to my music account. So put the parda to me, yeah. Let's listen Eminem, Superman. By the way, I'm very bad at singing, so skip this part. Yeah. Talk to me, human child something. Uh-huh. I know you want me, baby. I think I want you too. I think I love you, baby. I think I love you too. Come be a city's world. Let's get our love on floor. You know you want me, baby. You know I want you too. They call me Superman. I'm here rescue you. I wanna say you come be a Sadie's world. Oh boy, you drive me crazy. Bitch, you made me think I'm a Superman. Lips a hole in a single pound. I'm single now, got no ring in this finger now. A relationship, save it, baby, sit. You make me sit. Superman, the baby sit. Call, you can jump on, stay to the hip, cut to the chase. I tell the motherfucker, certain freaks, play no games, say no names. I said a broken, wasn't phrase. I'm a different man, kiss my ass. I do bet you whip my ass. Don't put out, I put you out. Won't get out, I put you out. Wanna be fire, put you out. Am I too nice? Buy you eyes, bitch. Would I wanna buy your life? Could you try to my new wife? Would fly, I fly to tries. But I don't know one thing though. Bitches they come, they go. Saturday to Sunday, Monday to Sunday, yo. Maybe I love you one day. Maybe will someday grow. Till then there's such a giant gas on the fucking runway, ho. Can be your Superman. Can be your Superman. I can be your Superman. Can be your Superman. Can be your Superman. Your Superman. Your Superman. Don't get me wrong. I love these nose. It's no secret. Everybody knows. Yes, we fuck. Be so full. That's about as far your body goes. Feel me, friend. I call you again. I will chase you around and buy you again. Never know what can I'll be in. We will sell how much you party there. You don't know that, neither do I. I don't flip when I see you guy. Too much fly between you, yeah. Not jealous men, but females lie. But I guess both just two. How could it be just two? I never let me know just you. We just met, I just fuck you. But I don't know one thing though. Bitches they come, they go. Saturday to Sunday, Monday to Sunday, yo. Maybe will someday grow. Children, that's such a giant guess on the fucking runway, ho. That's irrelevant, bro. You know me, baby. You know I want you to. I'm here, rescue you. Come be a series for. Kelly J, I love the name. What's this dude? What's that say? A rotten place or that's agree. First off, you don't know the Marshall. Arrow don't go to parcel. That ammo for my arsenal. I slap you off the pastel. Leave the hands because go to see. Can I end up with the token hand? Cause you just blew your chance. Don't mean to ruin your plans. But I don't know one thing though. Which is they come, they go. The race to Sunday, Monday. Maybe will someday grow. to I think, guys, let me check. I think you won't hear. I have a doubt that my brave tip sound is not audible. Yeah, because of this. Uh-huh. Flashing lights. Oh my god, guys, you can't hear. Now I think, let me check. Let me play some audio. Now let's see that you guys can hear or not. Guys, what is this? You can't hear that what I'm hearing. Why, guys? How can I fix this? How can I fix my OBS? I had to go to Google and find out. So you ain't hear anything, guys? Fuck, man. Fuck. What you? I know. I know you can't hear. Hi, hello, what's up, my amor? This is bullshit, guys. Let's focus. Let's focus, guys. Let's focus on giving test, guys. Here is the section number 3. should focus on this. By the way, I know guys you cannot hear this, so next time I'm going to share you everything in the description, because I don't know how to do it, so I'm going to learn it. Hey, hi, hello, what's up, Miami? Section number 3, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. By the way, if let's say if anyone is watching me right now, then I will give you everything right now. I know nobody is going to watch me, but let me need. Nobody is going. No. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's hear. Section 3, guys. Circle the correct answer. There is no multiple correct answer. So, by the way, I'm right now this audio, and you guys can see this. Focus. Cinema and Martin both are talking. How did Martin the banana? Martin opinion. Phenomena listen to Martin because she is. Yeah. Eh? What? I didn't get. I should focus, bro. $23. $25. I don't know what to write. 25. Let's check answer key, guys. Test number 1. $21. Be wrong. Wrong. Huh? Hat-trick wrong. 25 wrong. Because 15 months. Yeah, right. I only write hills wrong. Answer is up hills. Plenty of water. This one is right. Plastic bags. This one is right. Then wrong. Then C and D. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4 out of 10. Four out of 10, guys. Only 4 out of 10. Because so I think full focus required. Robert Patterson. I like music, guys. Smooth operator. Smooth operator. Life is simple. Abist kanya stapa before kanya. Focus on study, guys. No, I don't like this guy. Sama Thomas. I just wanna be one of your girls tonight. You gotta be the one. I know I'm better singing. I just wanna be one of your girls tonight. Going back to Firefly. Let's just focus on next one. No. I want to. Focus on this. Florma, Fennel Martin. Now let's check the answer. Still right, wrong, wrong, right. Still I made mistake, guys. Let's check the answer, guys. BCD. Still wrong 20. Everybody wants to help Martin. So, in this module, I think we should focus on what they're feeling. So, I think feelings matter, guys. Matters. You have to focus on what they feel. I'm going back to Firefly. Feeling. Let's rehearse. Extremely, what did you say? Nourishing. Extremely nourishing food. Nourishing. Acha. We'll be get back in 1 minute, guys. 1 minute. Push on vocabulary. Extremely nourishing food. Nourishing food. 1525 wrong. Hills, up hills, as well as uphill, plenty of water, plastic bags, transported bananas, then COD right. I think that I should go because my because somebody's calling me right now, so I to attend the call. That's why I had to go, but my goal is not achieved yet. My goal is to finish 4 modules, but I could not. I think after 1 hour I will be live again. But let me check. I will now बस लास्ट 2 घंटे से लाइव हूँ मैं, बस 2 घंटा ही पढ़ा मैं आज. नो वे guys, no way. I study only 2 hours. No way guys, I would study more. So let's focus on test number 2. Okay, after test 2 I have to go guys, I have to go. Now focus on section 3. Circle the correct answer. Yeah, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, more than 3 words. Only MCQ. Mark is going to talk briefly about. So there is Mark. According to Sushan opinion, airfares are lowest. Mark thinks revenue management airline committee want Mark Susan 24 22 right. This is not appropriate to reason for new approach to pricing. Or in future people will be able to book airline tickets online also being marketed the VR and like to yeah done. Mark is going to talk briefly about Shushan. I think revenue management is airline company's phones airline company wants to. Let's check the answers, guys. Let's check the answers. I think I have feeling that 2 out of 10. So B, C, D, or A, यार A 27 A. Why? Companies also increase profit. I didn't get that. Then law has changed. Yeah, bro. Law has changed and powerful computer programs. Yeah. Right. Then home computer. I think I don't right or wrong. I should write home now. Then when and where also being marketed in this way are hotel and harkas. Wrong. 1, 2, 3, 6 out of 10. Let's get part 3, yeah, because it's too much hurry. So now I need to call my friend. Let's see. Hey, hi, hello, what's up? 6 out of 10, guys. 6 out of 10. Man, how can I improve my part 3 score? So let's ask ChatGPT. You will example from you will hear truth and discontinue. Attract voice talking, focus on opinion and reason. Stay alert for changing improves. So I think this is going to be fast, very fast. So I do highly focused. Otherwise I so part 3 is like dum 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 dum. Yeah. Now let's go to the test number 3. Part 3 is like dum dada dada. So highly focused. I said high focused on this. So this is going to be focus game. So like very so in IELTS day, I think I'm very exhausted because I had to do reading, listening, then writing, then speaking for at once. I have to train my mind. So do that. Part 3 has lowest score. I think yeah. Actually true because part 3 is going to hard for me. Why part 3 is hard? Is it because let's focus on discontinuity pocket ability to identify key facts and idea and how they related to each other. You to identify speakers' attitudes and opinions. So this is going to be part 3 context between through the education or training context. 3 tasks. So I should focus. The listening paper lasts 30 minutes. So listening paper lasts only 30 minutes. You will be given 10 minutes and at the end to transfer your answer to the answer set. The paper is common for both academic and just the level difficulty increases for each section is heard once only. For each answer addition on the paper, there are short pause before each section and short pause for each extension. Brief introduction heard each section of total context. Correct spelling is absolutely essential. Go for listen battle at least 40 to 50 minutes a day. It can be IELTS audio available on internet, news, talk shows, debates, and but as far as possible, focus on the audios and video related to knowledge. This way, you can build up your skill and strengthen your foundation. Listening part 1, part 2 deal with every topic. Hence, for the practice, you can listen to English news, preferable BBC, CNN, that you can customize accent. Part 3 and Part 2 deal with academic setting, accept the students who grasp the underlying ideas well, opinion and read between lines. Hence, in order to do well in this section, you please listen to debates or talk shows. You should listen to talk shows and debates. In a case of every sentence, focus on verb and object, that is on the middle and connecting proportion. Listen, underline, analyze, sort, remember. Present types. Present types and taste. Man. What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? I think section 3 is going to be a little hard because I have to focus. So let's focus, bro. I think I need a break. So we suffer more imagination than reality. Let's go. I don't like, by the way. I have to be fully focused. 22, 23, 24, 25. 6, 7, 28, 29, 30, 31. Let's go, guys. Let's listen. Audio number taste number 3 audio. I have to do it. Section 3, section listening, reading, listening, reading, listening, reading. So much stuff, man. Too much. Section 3. Culture produced every day in the US more. Each can weight 2 foods. 1 ounce is thinner than 2. Can take more than 90 pounds of pressure. Oh, I don't think that I'll get it. Go, Baroda. Piece of paper. Let's go, guys. Tons of million. 300 million. Paper clips. Pieces of yes. Pieces. I got spelling wrong. I write pieces. Actual spelling is pieces. One wrong, then 3 times. करूँ bro, एक one break, take second. Wait, I'll call you back, bro. I'll call you back. Call you back. That's right, 3 times, not 3, because no more than 3 words. Na to 300, 3 million, 300. Right, 3 times. Then 20 wrong. Then I write label. Done. Doom. Dome. Yeah. Then 29 flange. 25% score opening. Score ready. Score. Score ready. 29 flange. I don't know that. Flange. Used to connect pieces with each other. Yeah, guys, used to connect pieces each other. Yeah, right. 27 advertise. 26 should be thicker. Wrong means 27. 26, sorry, 26. Thicker at base. Shaped like a dome. Roof of the building. Oh man. Shaped like a dome. This time I only want 2, 3, 4 correct. 4 out of 10. Very low score. I suck at part 3, man. Because there is too much information and I cannot able to process at once. What yaar. 10 part, yeah, too much. This is going to be too much hard, bro. Too hard. I think I should practice. Where, yeah. To look at the which website? My friend told me some website. I think I should practice on those website. But I don't know the name. I think these are the Cambridge official papers. 7.5 in reading is too low. Guys, is too low. It's too low, guys. It's too low. Now I think I had to go because yeah, dome. Brisbane dome. Code, get code first from second hand. So then look like a dome. So here around the roof of building. Now I had to call a friend. Advertise labor. Still wrong, yeah. Still wrong. This section 3. Case number 4. Now section 3. No more than 3 words, no more than 3 words. Okay. Yeah, bro. Let's go. I think 21, 25 is going to be easy. I just have to focus on Tim and Jane. I like this type of questions because it's very easy. What is change study strategy in lecture? What, like, so, like, what is the subject of team first lecture? History, bro. Which language? Why study Swift French scheme record the lectures. Wednesday 43 biology Friday. Done. Now Friday biology 57 43 Wednesday. Record the lectures. Chale. Scheming. I should write scheming now. Chale. French Revolution. Why study history? Animal language. Which, right. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. So I think it's really depend on the question types. Test number 5, 10 out of 10. Test number 5. 10 out of 10. I had to do it, guys. I had to finish listening. Reading, writing too much. Too much. Fuck. Wang, yeah. I'm bored. It's part 3, then part 4. I have a long way to go. Very long way. I could not afford a break. Now, I think this is my session 4. I think listening part 3 complete. Oh, not complete yet. I got 10 out of 10. Still I have to practice more. One, two, three, four, 5. Too much practice, guys. How to do it? Do it. Listening 8.5 pro 8.5. In order to score 8.5, I have to at least minimize my mistakes. So practice, practice, practice. That's it. Practice makes a man perfect, not a man, human. Because why can't woman? Because I'm feminist. No, I'm not. I'm feminist. Chodi. Unpacking Chicago. I feel it. Another version of me. I think I should focus on this. It's going to be tough. I don't want to do this, man. I don't want to do this test set. I'm lost. We are all, by the way, because I am a non-believer of. One, two, three, four, five. Listening. Too much, guys. I don't like this. Yeah, bro. I think now it's time I should go. No, 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 no. I had to push myself. Actually, why don't actually everybody like end result? Nobody like process because it's hard. Even if you love the game, by the way, I don't like this. I'm let's say if you wanna become a cricketer, football player, swimmer, something like that, athlete, Olympic athlete. The main part is process. Everyone wants to become everyone wants to become a world champion, but it's hard. Even if you like it, because some days, see, there is a bit when people say they find your passion. That means that let's say like there is a 365 day in a year, okay. So if you really like what you're doing, so that means you are motivated 200 days, but still there are 165 days left. You have to do it. If you really want to become the best, then you have to do it. If you don't, then no. But if you don't like what you're doing, then you have to do it 365 days. So that is the difference between 200 days and every year days. So this is my theory. This is a difference. So I think that's why you should do that what you really like. But the thing is that I don't know what I like. Bakcholi. The thing is, this. Now play the recording. Now section 3, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. No more than 3 words. Get it? Now turn section 3. Huh? 21 to 30? Let's say form a video example like books, audio, print books, pictures, like something, racing CDs and like audiovisual films, documentaries, something like that, electronic like phones. Sample picture A. Tips. Got it, get it. So I have to listen very carefully, very carefully. In order to solve this, I have to listen very. Jump balls. Let's check answers. Newspapers, maps, radios, TV, computers, BB. I have feeling, yaar. 2 wrong, 8 out of 10. Why? This is going to be very easy. Because I don't heard where. Now I get it. What is my mistake? Let's go to the next number, test number 6. Hey, no more than 2,000 or a number. And in date. Chatty. Dr. Simon, what do you opinion points? buying computer in his favor if he is no strong opinion either way. Acha, like acha, 4 opinions, 4 points. Buying a computer, reading previous year, using dictionary and many instrument. Let's check the answer, guys. I think like very wrong. 21st May. 18. अरे यार wrong. 18,000. 18,000 to 80 to 20,000. This 18 to 10,000. Search program wrong. A wrong, right, wrong. I knew it, bro. I knew it. A C P. एक बैलेंस 6. It is a search program. Research methods. Fuck, man. They say 80 to 20,000 means 18,000 to 20,000. Yeah, bro. I made a mistake. 6 out of 10 because of this 2. This is still confusing. How can I wrong 20th here? Research. So 23rd answer. So I think what went wrong? Just try to understand it. Let's see. Meaty lassi. Let's see what went wrong. Six out of 10, very low score. But. Let's go to test number 6. Complete. So then test number 7. Practice makes a man perfect. Let's practice more, bro. Practice. And focus on this, guys. Do not make a mistake again. Do not make the same mistake again and again. So I think I'm planning that I should not doing this because I should do this full test. Yeah, because I think this seems to very interesting. So now let's focus on this test. Test number 3. Actually, I'm bored and I have to eat something. Something to eat, guys. Let's focus on part 3. Too much. Say money. Section number 3, 21st to 2030. I do it. Yeah, I have to. Let's focus on test number 1. Let's play the audio. Play the audio. Test number 1. Guys, play the audio.
Recording 41. You will hear a conversation between an admissions officer and a manager from the university's technologies department. First, you have some time to look at questions 21 to 26.
Dave Henley say the computer system has main problem with the computer system is that timetabling has become an issue, because to solve the timetabling issue, Randy suggests that Randy say the new system may improving the system will take time. Dave Henley says that the computer system.
Hello, I'm Randy Gotra from the Technologies Department. Ah, yes, good. I'm Dave Hadley. Thanks for coming to see me. That's okay. I believe you want us to do some work for you. Yes, that's right. I'm responsible for student admissions to the college, and I use a computer system to help process student enrollments and to do the timetabling. But it really doesn't suit the way we work these days. It's over 10 years old, and although it was fine when it was first introduced, it's just not good enough now. Okay, what problems are you experiencing? Well, 20 years ago, the college was quite small, and we didn't have the numbers of students or tutors that we have now. So the system can't handle the increasing volumes? Well, there's a lot more data now, and it sometimes seems the system has crashed, but in fact, it just takes ages to go from one screen to the next. Right. Is that the only problem? Well, that's the main one, but there are others. In the past, doing the timetabling was quite simple, but now we have a lot more courses, and what's made it complicated is that many of them have options. Right, but the system should allow you to include those. Well, no, it doesn't. It was supposed to, and a few years ago we did ask someone from the technologies department to fix it, but they never seemed to have the time. Are there any other issues with the system? Well, I've been given extra responsibilities, and so I have even less time to do the timetabling. If there was anything you could do, Randir, to make the process more efficient, that would be really helpful. Well, it sounds like you could do with an assistant, but that's obviously not possible. So what about having an online system that students can use to do their scheduling? How would that work? Well, it may mean less choice for students, but we could create a fixed schedule of all the courses and options, and they could then view what was available and work it out for themselves. That sounds great. Okay, so we'll need to decide whether or not to improve the existing system or to build a completely new system. Well, I'd much prefer to have a new system. Quite frankly, I've had enough of the old one. Okay, that'll probably take longer, although it may save you money in the long run. When were you hoping to have this in place? Well, it's January now, and the new intake of students will be in September. We need to start processing admissions in the next few weeks, really. Well, it will take more than a few weeks, I'm afraid. As an initial estimate, I think we'll be looking at April or May to improve the existing system, but for a new system, it would take at least 9 months. That would be October at the earliest.
Fuck.
answer questions 27 to 30.
What are the next steps if we are to have a new system?
Well, the first question is, do you have support from your senior management?
Yes, I've already discussed it with them, and they're also keen to get this work done.
Okay, because I was going to say, that's the first thing you need to do, and without that, we can't go ahead.
Yes, I've done that.
That's good.
Actually, they mentioned that there's probably a form I need to complete to formally start the project.
Yes, that's the next thing you need to do. I'll send you an email with a link so you can fill it in online. It's called a project request form.
Okay, great. And then what happens?
Well, I have a list of things, but I think the third thing you should do is see Samir. He's our analyst who will look at the system and identify what needs to be done.
Okay, can you send me his contact details and I'll set up a meeting with him?
Okay, that's good. So we should soon be able to get a team together to start the work. Some members of our team work in different locations, so it's not easy to have face-to-face meetings.
That's okay. I'm used to having conference calls, providing they're not late at night.
Right, so I'll send you details of the team, and if you could set up a call, that would be great.
Okay, I'll do that.
Thanks. That is the end of section 3. You now have half a minute to check your answers.
Let's go, guys. Let's go. Now I'm going to check my answers. No, I have to check on my phone. Test my answer is, let's see. I think I'm feeling that 6 out of 10. CAB. Right, yeah, right. Huh? Yeah. Wrong. Wrong? I was right. 96A. Then senior management. Wrong. Project request right. Meeting right. Conference call right. Conference right. 14 वेतन 7 out of 10. Why, man? Why, yaar? This is not appropriate, by the way. I need to get 10 out of 10. Otherwise, it won't make any difference. I have to score like 8 out of 8 band, bro. Now, in order to do that, I will become at least like 9 band in listening, 9 band in. Wow. Let's move to the next. Listening 9, reading 9. Oh, I don't have time to. So maybe I have to study like at least 10 hours a day. At least 10 hours. Otherwise, I won't make it. I have to give all 100%. I have to win this game. I know it's hard, but I'll do it. There is no other options. I don't have any other options left. So do or die for me. How do you eat all so bro? Let's go to the stage 2, section number 3. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Oh man. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I think I like my consistency third dimension. Oh, I know. India is burning. I'm very exhausted. I've been streaming like around last 3.5 hours. Three and a half hours, bro. I've been streaming around 3.5 hours. I have to do it. Do it, bro. There is no other way, bro. There is no other way, yaar. It's hard. Why? I think my brain is capable. My brain is capable, bro. Brain is capable enough to crack out. Yes, just believe in yourself. Just believe, bro. I feel like I'm in huge dilemma, guys. I'm in a huge dilemma. Today I have to go to the IELTS. My church didn't. So I think I should join IELTS. I already pay for my IELTS classes. So I think I should enroll. But first let me see my WhatsApp. There's a whole listening module here. Oh yaar, why is too hard? Magic book of idea. What is book of?
Hello, my name is Liz.
Traditional fashion during holiday. I'll just dinner. I think I should send myself. No need to worry, guys. No need to worry. So I need to go to the IE Chogan sir. Chogan sir. Why I can't download, bro? Now find some IELTS material which I'm going to share you, but I think there is no, I think this material is for mainly IELTS writing and speaking. This is not of mainly for IELTS writing and speaking. This is not for listening. So in order to create in order to crack a listening module, we have there is only one thing that you can do. Just practice, practice, practice. Okay. Let's open some material. Listening, Cambridge Algiers. I have full 143-page book. Listening, writing, everything. So I think I'm going to solve this after, like, but where can I find audio? Where can I find audio? guys, there is too much material for writing. My soul is sentient. And for reading, you should read a lot, I think. The best thing you can do is for reading is to read a lot. Although I don't like reading, but still you have to read. Power of print digital age. 170 Ultron. Read a lot, yaar. Fuck man, it's hard. So I think for reading module, I'm going to read a lot guys, a lot. But now let's focus on listening module. Listening. It's already 5 a.m. So let me check. Yes, already 5 a.m. Now I do it, so I think I have to go. I had to go, guys. I had to go. Section 3, section 4 left. I had to read a lot for writing. Fuck. Yeah, bye guys, bye. I'm going to end this stream.